Welcome back to the podcast. It is January 20th, and this is going to be the breakdown for the Draftkings slate on January 21st, a Thursday. So you know it's going to be a short slate. They jam pack it in the beginning of the week. And it, as you can see, it fluctuates. It goes 8 to 5 to 11 to 3. And that's what we have for Thursday. A nice small Thursday slate. TNT usually controls this. So we're gonna hop in. These picks are gonna be ugly. I looked. I looked. Hopefully, there might be some injuries. You never know, but I still got to give you the picks, man. 7K and below. I still got to give it to you, and we're gonna start it off with the point guard selection. We got some pretty decent teams here. We got a nice matchup between LA and Milwaukee. We got a shit show between New York and the Golden State Warriors, and then we got a rematch of the other night between New Orleans and Utah. And what, just give you some quick information, these back-to-backs, what tends to happen is the opposite usually happens. If you look at these back-to-backs, unless you're an elite team, like LA is like the only team that's been sweeping, maybe some other teams get an opportunity to do that, but what's happening on a regular basis, because everyone, NHL is doing the same type of format, NBA is doing the same type of format, is that with the travel restrictions because of COVID, they're doing back to backs, okay, versus the same exact team in the same spot, and it's usually one team wins. It could be a blowout one way, and then they come back the next night, the other team wins. All right, so you can think about that um with DraftKings, and you see who went off in that previous game. All right, say this star didn't go off. Now he's facing the same team. He's probably going to make some adjustments. The coach is going to probably make some adjustments to get him open and get him the ball, and then you'll see that guy go off. All right, just a little snippet of what you might see. I'm telling you, because if you think you're going to the same thing happen again, that's how to get you. That's how you can't put the same lineup as the day before and think you're going to win. No, it's different every single day. So, point guard, we're looking 7K and below, and we're going to take some value here. Lonzo Ball coming back from injury. He played that first game against the Utah Jazz, played 23 minutes. This was pretty much a blowout. He was 0 for 6. He was very rusty. But he is too cheap at 5,500. A point guard is going to get over 30 minutes. Obviously, he didn't get 30 minutes in the first game. Like I said, it was a blowout. He was getting acclimated. He's going to go back to the starter's minutes. All right. And this man has not been under, 6K the whole year. Now you get him at 5,500. Take full advantage of someone that has the possibility to get you a triple double at 5,500. He's going to get over 30 minutes. That is a smash play for tomorrow's 3-game slate. Coming in for the shooting guard, and we are looking. It's not that great here either. I wanted to say Alec Burks, but he's coming back from injury. I wanted to give you Emmanuel quickly, but now Alex Burks is coming into the fold. Frank is coming back as well. It's going to get a little foggy. I've been leaning towards Andrew Wiggins just because I know New York's defense is number one in the league right now, which is very shocking. Tom Thibodeau was doing his thing with that young crew, and they're going to focus on Stephen Curry. So with the focus on Stephen Curry, things are going to, it's going to go to the secondary option, and that secondary option is Andrew Wiggins. He is a mid-range monster, and this is what he usually does. He has stretched out to the three-point line in this season, and he's made them at a decent amount. 3 for 5 last game against LA, 0 for 4 against Denver, but then 4 for 9 against Indiana. That's what you want. You want that 46 DK type of performance. He's going to get you over double-digit attempts, and that he needs to make the shots. Okay? He needs to make the shots. He's not going to give you much in peripherals, but if he does, that is icing on the cake at 6,200. This is another guy that hasn't been that cheap all year long. As you can see, 69, 64, 67. So you take advantage of this price decrease right now because he's going to go right back up. And you don't want to miss that wave. So we catching waves right now. We're going to be on Andrew Wiggins before he goes off. All right. There's no wait and see. That's like the whole mentality in fantasy football. Oh, I'm not going to pick up this guy from the add-on player list because I want to wait and see. You're going to wait and see and you're going to miss it. No, you get on it now. All right. We get on it now. That's what we do. All right. Next is the small forward position, and we're going to look at someone who's going to get high minutes. I have to go at a little bit higher price, but he still fits the criteria of 7K and below because I don't like Oubre. Oubre's okay option. Kuzma, I gave him in a few other videos, but unless someone's out, he's not really going off. But this is a type of game where he could show out. So at 5K, Kyle Kuzma is a decent selection because this is going to be a high-paced game, a lot of scoring. Kyle Kuzma is a very effective weapon off the bench for the LA Lakers. But I'm going to give you R.J. Barrett in this game going up against the Golden State Warriors. He's getting a ton of minutes. This is the second, pretty much the second guy on this offense. It's Julius Randle and there's R.J. Barrett chucking shots, just chucking. And he's going to get you rebounds. He's going to get you some assists. He might get you a steal. But he's definitely going to score because he takes so many shots, okay? So many attempts. He drives to the hole. He's looking for fouls. You can't knock the effort, but the talent is I feel like they could have done better. But I really don't like R.J. Barrett. I really don't. But at 6,900, I guess you just have to do it. You just have to do it on a 3-game slate. As much as I don't like you, the minutes is there. I got to put bias aside. The minutes are there. The opportunity is there. And if you're going to keep up the Golden State Warriors, Randall and Barrett are going to be the two guys that are going to take you to the promised land and maybe cover the spread. That's what they usually do. All right. That's another thing that you got to notice. The Knicks. Okay. If you ever see the Knicks as favorites, don't take it. It is a sucker bet. Don't you ever take it if you see the Knicks are favorites. All right. If you see the Knicks as underdogs, they tend to cover. That is the rule. Knicks as favorites? No. That's what happens when you lose to the Cavs and all the types of teams. It's just a crazy mess. But then Knicks as underdogs, they just wind up showing up every single time. All right. Next is going to be the power forward spot. I told you about Randall, but that's the guy you're going to pay up for, right? We're going to look for someone a little bit cheaper. I told you about Kyle Kuzma. I got someone else for you, right? Bojon Bagdanovich is another premium price guy that's going to get over, 30 minutes and above. And he is an assassin knockdown shooter. If he is cooking from there, then he's going to give you the points. A lot of consistency right here. He's not going to get you below 20, but if he gets you over 30, that's what you want at 5K. And this is another guy that hasn't gone that cheap. His highest price was 6,100. The potential is there. You don't want to miss it. And against a Pelicans defense, with Stan Van Gundy over there, they're going to be focusing on Mitchell and Gobert, and Bogdanovich is going to be opening that corner and knocking down shots. We're going to take full advantage of that. Give me Bogdanovich at power forward. And then last but not least, we have the center position. And we have some decent selections here. Obviously, you want a Randall, a Williamson, a Gobert. Those are over 7K. We're going to look a little bit cheaper. We're going to look at Mitchell Robinson just because he's not going to have to deal with a very offensive-minded bigs on the Golden State Warriors side. He's got to deal with Draymond. He's not going to do nothing. He's not a scorer. He's got to deal with Wiseman. Wiseman, he'll pick and pop, but he's not an enforcer down there that's going to be demanding the ball like an Embiid or a Nurkic or a Jokic. So this gives the ability for Mitchell Robinson to get rebound opportunities, get some points, clean up the boards, and stay out of foul trouble, because that's the quickest way he loses value if he gets on that bench. But if he's on the floor, he has a ton of potential. Like against Brooklyn, he got you 33 DK. Against Charlotte, he got you 34 DK. Against Utah, he got 38 DK. So in this type of scenario, a very explosive center on the boards and with the blocks, get you a ton of peripherals. Go for Mitchell Robinson at that center position, and then you can pay up for the rest. I gave you 6,800 to fill out the rest of your roster. If you wanted to put in Stephen Curry, you have enough to get you another mid-range person at 7K, and it gets you someone really, really cheap to fill out your lineup. But I think that's good enough right here. Let me know at 6,800 average. Is that good enough? Is my core fine? Let me know. Comment in that comment section. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Look out for NFL the picks for the bets and also for DFS that is coming soon. And I might, in that football one, I might give you a little bit of some futures, what I feel like the Super Bowl is before it's Sunday. This is your last chance to get on some nice numbers. I already gave you that Tampa Bay, and some people who ever follow my, my information has an opportunity to cash in this week. So hopefully you guys you listen on that. But I'll be back again tomorrow. Peace out.